Well, what's up YouTube? COD4Man221 here. Welcome back to another Infantry 2 online replay. I am playing as the OKW. And we're going up against two Soviet players. You can see it's Vic and PJHO58. And that's a great thing. Say lag already. It's it's kind of funny. So I saw from this guy with all the snipers, he's them reload faster, them reload faster, them reload faster. Now I'm not sure if these actually stack or not, but our snipers reloading that fast would be quite shocking. So I'm already getting a Kupelwagen. I rarely start with the Kupelwagen this early. But one great thing the Kupelwagen can do is he can run over this barbed wire right here. So my men, you know, I can get my machine guns particularly into the houses over here. So just like we usually do on this map, I've showed you a lot of these, this farmland map, since we come up in the queue quite a lot. Nick is going to go capture the north, and he's playing as a Wehrmacht, and we're going to go to Decisive, like I already said. Now I'm going to be capturing the southern field. Now once again, you have to have one fuel source or you will basically lose the match most of the time. You need the fuel. Everyone needs fuel, whether for tanks, armor, basically just any kind of armor you need fuel for, and for upgrades like Molotovs and anti-tank grenades for the Russians. And apparently for the, we can build heavy fortifications too, so if I wanted to build a flak, that would be good too. So I've chosen Luftwaffe doctrine, like it's apparently my favorite doctrine right now with the Fallschirmjägers and MGs. Really just the Fallschirmjägers, so they're just great units overall. So we have these Storm Pioneers pushing in. And I can see my enemies capturing that through the fog of war. I'm about to see the enemies capturing that in the fog of war. Interestingly, they decided to capture this point first. You usually see them kind of fight for this area. So I see these guys right here as I'm capturing. At distance, these guys will definitely win. He's going to actually retreat, try to get behind some light cover. Now my Kupelwagen here, you can see it's a really tiny car. And he's going to push on up. And I do see these guys just kind of sitting in the middle of the road. He must have more conscripts coming up. I don't know what he's doing. He's like, as the men run back and forth. It's like they're confused. And I was trying to move my Kupelwagen to like aim for this area, but he was like glitching out a little bit. So finally he's doing that. And now I'll start suppressing enemy units with the suppression fire. And these guys are pushing on in. These guys are focusing fire on those guys, and he's forced to pull back here. Successfully, he even retreated with this unit here. I successfully pushed this guy back. And that's his first assault, which is kind of interesting. So these guys are now going to capture the victory point here. And I'm not going to get pushed pretty much in the south, so as soon as I prepare this, I'm going to start fortifying with the reinforced steel barricade. Wow, come here, don't lag here. With the reinforced steel barricade, what this will do is it can't be run over by vehicles. So, well, infantry can't cut it basically. So, it help like really fortify this area. Now, one thing I didn't realize until this is that there's actually a little road right here. I probably noticed this before, but I forgot. You can actually flank around and get around this way. No one ever does. They seem to always go through this or down this road, but it's a fun thing. So next. Having the same idea, putting barbed wire up here. They have taken the center. I'm getting to it a little bit late because I really want to secure the south, and we have both fuels right now. And I'm grabbing the munitions for me, so it's less for me, more for Nick, because you know the OKW has a disadvantage when they play. But they also don't have to tech up, so that's something. Still haven't built a headquarters. I'm going to build a battle group HQ right around here. I'm thinking about where I could build this. Right around this area. It's fair. I'm going to put it far enough back that it's not going to get killed, you know, by an easy tank rush. But I can still reinforce our men, and I'm not too far away from base, so that was my thinking here. Just like the last video, they're once again doubling Nick, it seems like. And at this point, I'm sending everything. I'm sending most of the things I got in my Kupelwagen and these guys to push in and try to flank these units right here. Now, the only issue with Nick is that he went with the assault grenadiers, so he doesn't have any actual grenadiers. And these guys have no AT. And that could kill my Kupelwagen. So I'm pushing in. I can't push up too far because I'm going to get shot by all these conscripts here. And I realize at this point Nick's kind of screwed. He's just got to fall back. Hopefully he won't lose his guys, but Nick has basically lost everything. These are the only units he has on the field, and they're just being chased down and murdered. So Nick literally has... Nick just got completely wiped out. He's lost everything. That is shocking at this point. I am killing a lot of guys in this house, though. So I saw the scout car, and I was like, okay. Yeah, they're going to flood the north here and take it over. The issue, I think, you can see that there's that little decal on that, which is pretty cool. The issue really was the fact they double teamed them, and I couldn't get there fast enough. But I had all these guys blocking me, and you need a basic grenadier to be able to hit that scout car. That's what you really need, because the grenadiers, you need to have at least, especially if you go with assault grens, or even if you go heavy MGs, you have to have some grenadiers to be able to take these Panzerfaust out. So I got, you know, Panzerschreck right here. I'm ready to take on that scout car who wants to come fight me. And this down here needs to be repaired, but I'm still putting wire around. I have mines on the road and stuff. I thought I fortified pretty well, because, you know, I'm looking at it from this angle, right? Didn't turn my camera. It's just there's a road right there. Okay, so he's going to start taking back this territory. I'm still fighting for the center pretty aggressively, and now I see our riflemen. You know, I don't expect a unit that's this cheap to win against that unit. But I'm going to back off and I'm try to throw a grenade in on these guys. It's going to cost me just some munitions. I'm not getting a whole lot of munitions, but it's right in the middle of them. You almost didn't see it. But these guys didn't retreat, thankfully. And this scout car's in trouble. It doesn't move here. And I'm like, come on, take out the scout car, take out the scout car. Realize it's too late. It's out of control. He doesn't hop out his men. And unfortunately, these guys did survive. So I'm going to fall back with both my troops here. And I have an MG, which is going to man this house. So it has some windows here, so we can start shooting out at these guys. They're going to throw a grenade, though. This building's already slightly damaged. And this building actually collapsed. So we are losing a ton of men. You know, Nick now has some engineers out. And he can't get this, which could be very useful, actually, against these guys. And they're destroying this bunker right there. So this is actually genius. I have not seen somebody put down a demolition. Oh, they're just repairing it. Okay. He puts down a demolition charge later, but we'll see the effects of that. But I used to do when I was a Soviet. I think I showed you like season 1. If you go check out some of those Soviet videos, I'd put down demo charges near the victory point, and I'd just like pull back and have the enemy come, and I'd just blow them sky high. It was great to use demo charges. They're very expensive. You got to be very careful. So Nick now has this little half track here with his Panzer Grenadiers. These are very good at mobile force, pretty much getting around MGs. Quite good unit, quite good combination he has here, and these guys have light machine guns. So keep in mind, I'm about to get Fallschirmjägers here. I do about 3 command points. Now, as long as these guys don't have AT, which they do, oh, that's dangerous. That's very dangerous that they have AT. Nobody's getting around them. I did hit him with AT, so that really hurts him, actually. I'm trying to take out that MG. And at this point, I would hop out. It's not worth the risk to your grenadiers here. So he did. He hopped out and took out those men. And, you know, he actually just wiped out that position here, pretty much. This is pretty much gone. They're throwing Molotovs, and that Molotov blew it up, it seems like. And those Panzer Grenadiers did a whole lot of damage. And meanwhile, I'm fighting down here. I do my Fallschirmjägers out. I pop them out of this house because I was facing an assault from a bunch of Grenadiers here. So a lot of heavy infantry, well, a lot of infantry from the Soviets in general here. Reminds me of the good old beginning days of COH 2. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to assault this house one way or the other. I'm going to take out this machine gun. You can choose who you want to shoot at, but you can't shoot at all of us. Grenade out. MG's packing up, still going to do a lot of damage to it, and it's an MG42 actually they stole from Nick. These guys push up and look at that. Right on top of those defenses, knowing I would go for it. That was genius. So I lost one squad out of that. That was painful. That was very painful. I have not had that happen to me in a very, very long time. Demo charges are not used, and they should be used, but they can be a massive success or a massive fail. That was very good placement by demo charge my opponent, and I say good job to you, sir. Anyway, we're getting close to getting both fuels again, and I am going to save up for a Panther. I'm not doing any of those vehicles. I'm not doing a Luke's. I'm not doing a flat cap track. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I'm going straight for a Panther. Now check this out. I popped out with Fallschirmjägers to go up to this AT. Nick has another group, mechanized group. We're going to push after these guys here. So as I take out this AT, these guys can take out the machine gunner for me, and we can capture the fuel back. They pretty much left all their forces, you know, after they got wiped out. Funnel grenade off, wiped out that squad. Boom. The North has fallen again to us. Nick is capturing these points back. Nice little double team there, but look at all the conscripts that are heading my way. 3 groups. And my men are going to do okay. I do have a machine gun right here. I'm sending them to come down the road. Not this deep of a flank, and look at this. All this infantry, and I was like, great. I didn't realize this at the time, but I'm like, I wonder how they got behind my lines. And that is how. So, they kind of flank up this way, and I'm like, okay, this is not the fight you want for your guys being shot at by 12 conscripts. And that machine gun on my Kubelwagen's going out. If they both attacked, I'd be screwed. We have a T-70 come out. So I'm in trouble here again, because not only is the South completely falling to me after we've taken the North, but there's a T-70 here, and I have nothing to stop it. And I mean nothing, because I don't have enough munitions for the combat package for these guys. I'm in trouble, so I'm just going to draw all my forces and hope I can get out of here. Anyway, fuel is ours. Nick is pushing these guys back. You can see he wiped out a conscript squad. I mean, that's a great way to counter conscripts, get the PGs. And look at the damage this thing. It almost got wiped out by my flak half track. And notice I placed my flak this way so I'd be ready to respond to enemies, not the other way. I can't get Fallschirmjägers, but it's... I even walled this off so they can't even get to the VP base. So he's going to have to run over the fence here. Which is exactly what he's going to do. So I have enough, and I'm seeing him run over all these things, because he can't get around it. You know, he can't run over this wire with this light tank, I think. And he's got a Stuke. Nick has a Stuke. So he's gotten very, he's gotten light armor and, you know, the mechanized assault groups. And those have really helped Nick a lot. Capture the North back. And he even has a half track right here. They have different names for what they give you, and look how fast these guys are repairing. They're Vet 3, so they get they're Vet 2, so they get a bonus for repair times. And that's when they get a sniper. This guy's gone such heavy armor. He's saving up for an IS-2. I mean, such heavy infantry, not armor, obviously. So I have all my guys here reinforcing and healing up. Definitely healing up. I do have some AT right here. I'm getting ready to take back. So I pop out some Fallschirmjägers, and little do I know, we're not only going to spawn right here, but that was just like a surprise on me. I didn't think he had his tank right there. Okay, so they're making another push up north here. He's now equipped a lot of his conscripts with the combat package against the conscripts in this assault. In fact, he's actually been decimated. Let's look at he only has this amount of infantry up here. Once he's saving up for a T-34, he has enough munitions now for it. I mean, fuel. He's enough fuel. Doesn't have enough manpower just yet. So look at this, though. There is so much infantry here. This is the perfect counter to this infantry. You know, I'm often critical of Stukes, but the Stuke 3, if you're going up against a lot of infantry, it is great. Just make sure you have someone to help protect it. Because this is a killer of infantry. Unfortunately, he's a little single out right here. He's got to be careful with it. Now, all my men are down here capturing points. So he's popping in and out of this building, which is quite annoying. And we're trying to shoot at him. Everyone's actually shooting at him. He's popping out again. And now he's going to try to retreat. You can see up here, Nick's stealing with an assault here. He's doing pretty well. He's got a lot of troops here. He's reinforcing also. Off his half track. Snipers are taking the middle. His Duke is pushing up again, going after this T-70, I think. I don't think he wants it to interfere. He's got to be careful because they do have a lot of guard troops here, and they even... That's surprising they bunned his vehicle. But now he's getting behind him, which is not good. I'm like, oh no, there goes Nick's vehicle. Nick's in deep trouble right here. I'm rushing with these guys. I'm trying to help out Nick here. But he didn't just keep backing up, and he's in trouble. His rear armor's exposed. I've almost wiped out that T-70. I forced him back. We're just going to spin around that. And its engine got destroyed here. I'm going to push up and I'm going to take out this T-70. If he takes out Nick's tank, I'm like, oh my gosh. Nick, just back up. This guy will cover you. He's doing a lot of stuff up here, though. Like that half track. He got it. Okay, now he's gonna fall back. Here's a light artillery too. This would be a good area for it. Just gotta be careful with this half track right here. His gunner's basically killed. So Nick's trying to get out of here. They're keep on shooting in here. I have my own Panther coming in to try to save the day, and he lost his tank there. It's bad. But Nick has successfully routed all the forces up north here. Very good. Almost wiped out a couple squads here. And his guys, he's down. He's very low on infantry again, though. Compared to these guys, though, this is too much infantry. 5 squads, plus 2 engineers, plus 2 snipers. I think I'm lagging the game when I keep switching between these guys here, but wow. You can see I don't have a ton of infantry myself, but I'm the OKW, you know. I'm focusing more on armor right now. And I do have machine guns here. Oh, look, they have a satchel charge. Those sneaky SOBs. These guys are sneaky, this guy. And I have these guys right here. They seem to be fortifying along this point. Now, yes, you have more map control, right? But we have both fuels. And I have a Panther. I'm like, yep, okay, they want to go. They want to go. I got a Panther. It looks to be pretty good too, but it's too much of a light vehicle against these against all these. Well, they have a wild guard rifle, and they have 2 squads. And Nick is calling down an artillery barrage on these guys right here. They're going to be forced to fall back, but not before it kills all of them because of the path, because of the retreat. There, she killed half that squad, 2 men on that squad, and got out of there pretty darn fast. I went out with my Panther. I'm going to take out these guys in this house here. I'll collapse this house on you after you did it to me. He's going to fall back with this MG right here. These 4 guys aren't going to survive that assault up north there. But he does have a Stu in the reinforcing grenadiers. And that Stu just very deadly, but they do have a lot of ATs. That squad got wiped out. I tried to pop some Fallschirmjägers right here to help Nick, but they actually I'm going to pop them right here. That's later on. I'm going to capture this territory to give us some more munitions and fuel, basically. I'm recapturing our munitions because they've had too much munitions to place down mines and demo charges. But once again, you know, we've started pushing in again, and we have firmly controlled the south and the north with both fuel sources, so they're going to be in trouble. Because Nick is saving up for a Tiger. See, he's getting close. He's very close on command points and very close on fuel, so Tiger should be coming out shortly, and I have my own Panther. And I'm going to grab a second Panther shortly. Well, I'm going to grab it in about 3 minutes here. You can see they're laying down more mines. Mines are can be very effective, especially when you have the munitions for it.
Panther, ready to move.
So you can see Nick is diverting more forces of northern units of engineers to help repair his Stug. Could help repair his half-track also. And I have Fallschirmjäger sounding behind the Soviet defenses. I got 8 of them. They're FGs with scopes. FG-42. I'm laying my own mines. We've run into each other, our 2 mine-laying groups. And I don't want to be fighting Vet 3 common engineers there. We're making another push, doubling Nick again. He have a lot of AT though, so they have to be careful. He has 1 AT and he has a lot of anti-infantry. He couldn't even get his guy repaired. He's pushing it forward. This is bad at this point. I'm rushing my tank here. These guys are in the houses, so I just have to ignore them and push up. Oh look, that was a great. They're totally destroying Nick right here. His Tiger comes up, my Panther comes up. I am rushing armor. Nick really got the short end of the striker. They were completely doubling him at certain points. I should use free fire instead of looking for armor. You see, I hit the mines there, but thankfully it hit this unit and not my very expensive units. So I'm being a little cautious. I know they have T-34-85s. I just saw one of them. I'm going to push in against this MG. Look at the mines right there. Grenades should be quite effective against these guys, doing a lot of damage to that integrity of that house. And these guys are coming up here also to help repair my own tank. So we are being suppressed, so we're doing a lot more damage to him than he is to us. And then artillery flares go down, strikes incoming. So I have to pull back. Nick's gonna push up and just start a mixed strike. Just gonna try to take out that MG, which is forced to withdraw from the house. I mean, my guys got pretty suppressed. We're gonna help heal up. They are taking this, but that's okay. We'll be able to take that again. And he has only 1 T-34-85. The other one must have gone destroyed. I think it. Let's see, that's their wreck. I'm trying to see where the T-34-85 would have gone destroyed though. Oh, it's just one. That's his doctor, I'm sorry. It's not it's just a single T-34-85. So I'm taking the center victory point just to put further pressure on this guy. My Panther's coming. And I hit the mine, I'm like, great. And at this point, I was very nervous because I know they have a lot of ATs up here and that T-34-85, and I was like, please don't hit my rear armor. I just got to get this thing repaired as quickly as possible. And I'm very close to another Panther, so having 2 Panthers on the field will very much help us out here in the armor department. And they do have a lot of snipers now. This guy's gone very heavy infantry, and surprisingly not a lot of armor. I mean, he can afford it, but I guess he's saving up. He must be saving up for the IC-152. We'll see how I respond with that. Respond to that later, basically. So we're both repairing our tanks here, not too far apart. And both his mines went off and didn't really do a whole lot of damage to me, which is good. Damaged my tank, but still to get it out. And another T-34-85 is coming. The conscripts, they're just going to lose to the PGs and the grenadiers with light machine guns. Keep in mind, your men cannot fire their light machine gun when they're moving. I even have airborne assault if I want, but I do not have the munitions for it. So my men are moving in, his men are moving in. I'm like, you know what? Let's have the armors move. Let's have my armor moving at least. Grenades are flying, men are getting killed. Artillery's going down. And now my Panther's taking shots at the T-34-85. Nick's Tiger's pushing up through the center here. I'd love to hit one of these guys with a Panther Faust, but I don't think I have the munitions. I do have the munitions for it, but I didn't do, so it'll be close enough there. And they are gonna lose this fight if they don't pull back here. Their armor just got outclassed. You can see it's down to one guy. I see there's an anti-tank there, but I'm not gonna let that stop me. It basically has no health of its own. Eye on the prize here, just come back to that half-track and take out this T-34. Nick's doing the same thing. This guy managed to get away. But we're not going to let this guy get away. Crew's shocked, it's abandoned. Now I'm not going to let the enemy reman this and repair it. So I'm going to click attack move and destroy this guy. One shot, Main gun destroyed. Gonna fire one more time. He still has armor up here. Keep that in mind. He's sitting in the back of his Tiger. It's gone now. Good job, Panther. Oh my gosh, he actually smart. He replenished off that. I figure Nick's got it from up here. Bet too. Amazing. Nick should probably move this infantry. Should probably shoot that thing, to be honest, this guy. So Nick's pushing up. And now he's gonna have to push back. So I'm doing my own little assault going on down here. They tried to kinda, they haven't made an assault just yet, but I have my own Panther. I'm sure they're trying to go after me here. I don't like being isolated like that with my Panther, so I'm gonna fall back to a gunner now. We're gonna have a Kupelwagen. I saw some snipers. I didn't want them to have the better of me. So I'm gonna blitz away from all these infantry here that can hit me with an anti-tank grenade. And I'm gonna pull back here and get replenished. I have all my guys healing up right here. And yeah, so I'm gonna get repaired basically. And look, now he's gone with a ton of ATs. Look at this. This is a giant formation of Soviets. Niggas once again taking the field. They're not 100 points. They have no VPs right now. We have both fields. They're in a lot of trouble. And this guy's still saving up for his. If we go to him, he's still saving up for his ISU 152. He just needs the manpower. That could be a game changer right now if we don't handle that correctly. You can see the MGs going in. So I'm moving in. They're throwing a grenade. I stopped my men from charging forward into it. I'm blobbing up below me. This isn't very good, but no one's perfect. Anyway, at this point, I'm moving in with my light armor here. And I see all those ATs, and I'm like, okay, time to pull back. Nick's calling down artillery for me. Thank you, Nick. I managed to withdraw behind that, but it should kill maybe someone on the retreat. They called their own Stormik in on us. My Kupelwagen sees a T-34-85. So they're pushing in right here. They're getting pinned by our cross right here. They're calling a strike on this building. And they blew up that building with the strike. However, my Panthers aren't fully repaired, but we're going in. I see a T-34-85 and I'm not liking it. My Kupelwagen is shooting at the back of a T-34-85, just keeping him busy. Anyway, these guys are still pinned. And they kill my Kupelwagen. No big deal, though. I'm hitting the rear armor of this guy. However, he's hitting my Panther, and I don't know what the hell's going on with the pathfinding right here. Maybe vehicles can't run this over. Oh, heavier tracked vehicles. Yeah, so medium armor like this can. Now they're double teaming me here. It seemed like they pushed north against Nick, and they're pushing south against me. That's okay. I'm gonna lose another another squad right here. I've lost a lot of my MGs and buildings in this match. That house got leveled. Even more than that one. And I'm gonna get the hell back because look at this. ISU-152 and anti-tanks. Thank goodness for the house right here. And that guy hit my mine, so he can't pursue. So yeah, a lot of ATs here. A lot of ATs. 3 ATs actually, and several tanks. So I got my guys. We're gonna have to repair these tanks here. They're getting more and more veterancy though. This one's now vet 1, which is good. This guy destroyed the T-34-85 up north. Next one is this Tiger. And this is damaged again. They really like throwing anti-tank grenades at him. See, the T-34-85 is going to back off. Now they're finally taking this. Good for them. They can have a point in the south finally. I'm bringing my guys back up to heal up. I figure with my Fallschirmjägers and my Panthers, I should be able to push south again. And if he's not smart, I could probably get, I can flank around this ISU 152. So that's a very possible thing. So he managed to destroy another one of his Stugs, but he's going to have to pay for this, I think. And is the Stug worth killing, losing your T-34-85 is the question. And the answer is probably no. going to push. He stopped for some reason there. That gives Nick more of an opportunity. Can even just pull him back here. And he got away. Okay, I'm pushing up, and I see that he's all right here. And I'm like, okay, we're moving in. One Panther's coming around the top here to flank behind him. The other one's going to come in right from down here. So you see at this point, this is a very bad situation for this IC-1Z2. There's a lot of urban area right here. He's not in the open, basically. And I have a lot of troops pushing forward with my ATs. And I have 2 Panthers coming in. So he's in a lot of trouble. Basically take out his ATs right here. I'm trying to blob up here. I think that's one shot. Rear armor got hit here. He needs to keep pushing back his AT. He's going to turn them sideways where they have no protection from my infantry right here. And not to mention that Panther's now coming in, so he's screwed. He doesn't have a turret. Not to mention he has the focus sight on, which makes him even slower. So there goes the ISU 152 gone. And this guy's trying to limp back to base. So that's something. Man, if I saw this guy right here, that would have been good. Anyway, I'm going to push south with my infantry here. He's very lucky I didn't see that. I mean, fog of war, right? I don't see that with the fog of war. Caught my Fallschirmjäger out of this house and been like, okay, let's do some damage. Going to force him back here. That mine was very critical on that road. You know, he's going to play the demolition game with me. And by the way, to blow up these demolition charges, you need to have line of sight on it. So it's not like if I move down with all my forces, it's not like you can blow it up right here. So Nick's pushing into the center here. He's taking the north. Gosh, bundle grenades are so deadly. And you can see that squad just got wiped out. His Tiger's getting repaired. He has another Stug. Look at this veteran infantry pushing in the center here. So enemy's in trouble. They only have 32 points here. I'm recapturing the south. I do have a lot of Fallschirmjägers. They're pretty injured though, which is unfortunate. So the thing is, they have snipers, but Nick and me have a pretty big force of armor. Like, Nick is pretty mechanized right now. There's a T-3485, another one, and an AT. But Nick has AT also. He's hitting behind the Tiger. That's pretty good. Oh, artillery fires are coming down. At this point, I'm also fighting in the south here, pushing up towards the center. Nick's Vet 2 Tiger is screwed. He just lost everything, basically. He lost his Tiger, and those ATs are quite deadly, don't get me wrong. So I'm pushing in against his own ATs here. They're trying to man a lot of them. They do have snipers here. A lot of snipers. Throwing grenades trying to take out that AT, which I thought I managed to do, but I do believe, though, with free fire not on, that the front machine gunner is not shooting at the infantry. Look at this AT. I'm like, can we shoot him? Okay, I'm shooting. Now I'm shooting at these guys who are retreating. He's trying to kill my tank here. Vet 2 Panther. That'd be very bad if I lost him. Yeah, so you have to put free fire on to have the front machine gun, just, you know, kill this guy and manage to get wiped out. That was close. So they're down. They're still down on points. You know, they may have had a temporary victory up north, but you can see Nick is getting another Tiger here. It's going to be coming in. It's going to be coming in from back here, and they're getting pushed back. And the center's basically fallen. And this guy's engines were so badly damaged. It was heavy engine damage. Takes even longer to repair. My engines are pretty damaged here too, so I got to be careful. And this T-35 is going to pursue me. I'm like, okay, time to get back. He's going to try to run me over. That's very nice of you. And that's when the game ended, because we won on victory points. Anyway, here's the kills and deaths here. Hope you guys enjoyed this match. Leave a comment down below. What'd you like? And leave a like. Let's try to get 50 likes on these videos. Copperman221 signing off.